Stop clinging to the past. Firstly, attaching yourself to the past means you simply refuse to evolve. You can't change the past. Don't waste time trying to relive or recreate the past because circumstances are different and will be different as time goes by. People grow, personality shifts, circumstances evolve, and priorities change. And even if you can replicate the past, it won't be exactly the same as you envisioned it to be, which only going to massively disappoint you because of your own delusional and unrealistic expectations. We all love reminiscing about the good times in our youth, right? The sense of belonging, excitement, fun, and pleasure, it just seems irreplaceable, especially when you enter the harsh and unforgiving real world of survival where pain and suffering is inevitable to be experienced. That is why you sedate yourself and try so hard to remember the good old days to escape the reality of the circumstances you are in. All the ideal scenarios you want to repeat and all the things you could have done differently to bring those circumstances back into place in the present, all of them are only going to make you feel depressed and regretful at the same time. We've all seen it recently that the power of nostalgia is extremely effective in getting people deeply invested and attached in something. I'm talking to you, Disney. What nostalgia does, especially through the media, is that it makes you excessively value the past. It does this by retrieving all the key and important moments of the past that you cherish and value to a high extent, and present them in a way that it makes you feel that you have something seemingly very important that you can lose. That is why, while it certainly makes you feel good, it also makes you afraid in forgetting them, gets you to cling and seduce you to wanting more of them. We see this all the time with music talking about all the good times with your exes all those years ago. I mean, I don't need to mention the artists because they are literally everywhere. Old, new, popular, just hitting puberty. All of them causing millions of people to be depressed in every corner, unable to move on. If this world has the car from Back to the Future, then fine, live in the past as much as you'd like, where you have nothing to worry about. I'm sure everyone would love to do that. But this is reality. Time only ticks forward. Instead of wasting your time and energy in worrying about the good times of the past being slowly forgotten and fades away from our memories, create better and more impactful new experiences instead. I mean, all of you gentlemen must be, to some degree, have an awareness that the past is a whole different circumstance compared to how you are living currently. Your priorities are different, and so does your responsibilities. Most of the things you're trying to cling on in the past won't be relevant or even be of service to what you are currently going through in life. In fact, they can be very detrimental to your own mental fortitude as you are trying to become a fully independent man. Instead of daydreaming about the good memories, utilize impactful lessons from the past as a predisposed blueprint to help you take on future challenges. Don't get me wrong, it's nice to look back once in a while and admire them if you want to. But let's be real here, gentlemen. If they can't contribute in making your present circumstances better, what use do they have besides being a collection of mental sedatives to lock you in a trance and be unproductive? The second thing is, clinging onto the past makes you do things half-assed because of artificial safety nets. Too much fixating and obsessing over good memories will drown you in an emotional mindset and prevent you from carrying out your objectives and goals, which always requires taking risks and making sacrifices. You know, not just old relationships that you can't forget and let go, but also wealthy friends or relatives that you think you can rely on for help but have completely different paths and outlook in life than you do. And old jobs or professions that you are good at, make you a decent living, had great office mates but are extremely unsatisfied in doing. These are what I like to call safety nets because you treat them as contingencies to go back to in case you fail or if circumstances do not go the way you want to because you don't have, don't want, or can't create new options for yourselves. Your decisions and actions are or will be limited and dictated by the extent or up to a point in which you feel that you are starting to move on from them and forget about them. You will ultimately let others make crucial decisions for you because you can't move on from the past without feeling depressed or regretful. I'll give you examples. One man wanted to go to Cambridge after college. His applications got accepted, but then decided against it because his recent ex said she's going to Miami and he followed her suit because he had been always hoping for a second win with her. Another example. One man wanted to become a full-time tailor by taking an apprenticeship in Savile Row, but then delays committing to it and eventually giving up on it because he doesn't want to miss all the yacht parties that his mates with massive inheritance are hosting and run the risk of being forgotten or replaced by them. You are deliberately setting yourself up in settling for less than what you are capable of. Cut all corners and burn those bridges. Put yourself in a situation where you are backed against the wall and have no choice but to go forward. And there is no better way to do this than deciding to go pack your bags, move to a new area, city, or country even, and start fresh on your own. This will inevitably put you in survival mode, and let me tell you why you gentlemen need to experience this sensation. When circumstances turn crucial and desperate, they compel you to waste no time and in turn gets you extremely focused only on carrying out your priorities. Unnecessary distractions and anything that does not contribute to your present circumstances will inevitably and instinctually be removed from your mental capacity because you are literally fighting for your own life. There are no more safety nets that you can ease yourselves into should things go horribly wrong. No more half-assed decisions or actions taken. You either thrive or you don't. And when the sensation of that circumstance starts to eat on you, you will go to great lengths to increase your chances of survival and will defy your limits of what you think you are initially capable of. Imagine having to tighten up your usual budgets and expenses. Cook and ration your own food, wash your own clothes, fix your own broken utensils, find like-minded people to build your own network from the ground up, taking dead-end jobs to provide extra financial support while you are working on your own endeavor. Those circumstances force you, in the hard way, to develop necessary survival skills, and with that you have no time for video games, you have no time for binge-watching Netflix, and you certainly have no time to cling on to the past because now, instead of being afraid of the past not repeating itself or be forgotten, you are imposed to be afraid of the state of your future circumstances. Burning bridges will put you in an inescapable route where you eventually must not fail, and that is why you won't. Thank you for watching.